How are you, my class 10 English version students? Today I also give you another topics. Our chapter is 6 and our chapter name is Transport in Organisms. Here I also give you briefly describe the process of blood transpiration in the human body. Describe the structure and the function of heart. Analyze the adaptation of the heart's structure with its activity. Please, everyone open the books and our lesson is 6.4.1. Here, I also draw the structure of heart. You know, it's also another topics of the previous repeat class. Okay. Now, structure and function of heart. What is heart? The heart is a triangular shaped hollow muscular pumping organ. Yes, heart is also a pumping organ. It is situated in the left side between the two lungs. The heart consists of special involuntary muscles. Please, everyone note this line, involuntary muscles. It is surrounded by a thin membrane named the pericardium. The heart wall consists of three layers. First layer is epicardium, second is myocardium, and third is endocardium. Now, I also give the example epicardium. What is the epicardium? Mainly, it consists of connective tissue. This layer is covered with epithelial tissue. Fat bodies are scattered on it. Second structure, myocardium. This layer is in between the epicardium and endocardium. It consists of strong involuntary muscles. Third structure is endocardium. This is the innermost layer. The chambers of the heart are surrounded by the endocardium. This layer also covers the valves. The inner part of the heart is hollow and four-chambered. These chambers are, please everyone see the board. First chamber is RA. RA means right atrium. Second chamber is RV. RV means right ventricle. Third is LA. LA means left atrium. And the last one is LV or left ventricle. Here I also give the four chambers. The upper chambers are the right and left auricle or atrium, and the lower chambers are the right and the left ventricles. The atria are comparatively thin walled and the ventricle walls are muscular and thick. The two atria and ventricles are separated by interauricular and the interventricular septum respectively. Okay. Now, the aperture between the two atria, singular is atrium and plural is atria, and ventricles are guarded by valves. The right auricular ventricular aperture, guarded by a tricuspid valve, is made up of three flaps. Here I also explain the valves. In the heart or in the human body of heart, there are three valves. First is the tricuspid, second is the bicuspid, and third is semilunar. First, the right auricular ventricular aperture, guarded by a tricuspid valve, is made up of three flaps. Similarly, the left atrium and ventricle is guarded by a bicuspid valve made up of two flaps. The opening of the aorta and the pulmonary artery is guarded by valves called semilunar valves, which allow the transport of blood in one direction and prevents the backflow of blood. Listen, students, this topic 6.4.1 is the very important topics for your next SSC exam. Please, everyone, draw this the heart is carefully. Now, our another topic is lesson 6.4.2, and 6.4.2 is the circulation of blood through the heart. Everyone see the board. I also give the four diagram. One is I also give the DSSD. Here the means what is the D? D means diastole of atrium. What is S? S means systole of atrium. Another S, systole of ventricle. And the last D means diastole of ventricle. Now, I also give the briefly. We have learned earlier that the heart acts like a pump. The heart works by contraction and relaxation. The continuous contraction and relaxation transports blood throughout the whole body. The concentration of heart is called the systole and the relaxation of heart is called the diastole. So, please everyone again must read what is systole and what is diastole. A complete contraction, systole, and relaxation, diastole of the heart constitutes a heartbeat. Another question is, what is heartbeat? Due to the relaxation of atria, the blood enters the heart from different parts of the body, such as deoxygenated blood from the superior vena cava enters the right atrium. At the same time, the oxygenated blood enters to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins from the lungs. Please, everyone, see the board. Here I draw the blue color and red color. Blue color, that means is a symbol of deoxygenated blood, and red color is the oxygenated blood. Okay. Next, the walls of the two atrium contract and the muscles of the ventricle relax. As a result, the tricuspid valve situated between the right sino-auricular ventricular apertures open. So, the deoxygenated blood from the right auricle enters into the right ventricle. At the same time, the left sino-auricular ventricular aperture, guarded by the bicuspid valve, opens. Then, oxygenated blood enters the left ventricle from the left auricle. During this period, the left and right auriculoventricular apertures are closed by their tricuspid and bicuspid valves, so blood of the ventricle cannot return to the atrium. When the two ventricles relax, deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle passes through the pulmonary artery towards the lungs. Here the blood becomes purified. At the same time, the oxygenated blood leaves the left ventricle through the aorta towards the body, and the opening of both the arteries are closed by the semilunar valves, which prevent blood from returning into the ventricle. Thus, successive contraction and relaxation of atrium and ventricle help in continuous transpiration of blood. Here, today our very important topics, the circulation of blood through the heart. Here I draw the four diagram. Everyone also practice this at the home. Thank you.